guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, got an interesting discussion topic for you guys, and that's going to be about True King Lithosagym and whether or not he should be getting unbanned on the next ban list. So, pretty much why I'm talking about this today is because, well, the ban list is supposed to come out this month, supposedly, and I just wanted to, throw an interesting topic out and just talk about one of the cards that is banned on the list and just discuss whether or not it can come back or not. And Lithosagym is kind of like that card in my head the entire time, so. But yeah, that's going to be our discussion for today, and let's get right into it. So, if you guys don't know what True King Lithosagym the Disaster is, he is a card that came out in Raging Tempest, and pretty much was the main reason why True King Dinos was as good as it was when the Dinosaur Structure deck dropped. So he was the main 3-0 for the deck. He caused all your combos and everything, and was able to cripple your opponent's extra deck after you popped 2 Baby Cerasauruses from your hand in your field. So yeah, he was a really good card for the time, and just made True King Dinos as good as it was at that certain time frame, and helped it win Worlds as well, like alongside Denlong and everything, and just overall was a really oppressive card in its own right. So but yeah, let's just go over its effect and then discuss a little bit more history about it, and then answer the question and if it can come back into the game or not. So but yeah, so with True King Lithosagym the Disaster, so if this card is in your hand, you can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand and or face up on your field, including an Earth monster. And if you do, special summon this card. And if you do that, and both destroy monsters or Earth, you can also look at your opponent's extra deck and banish up to 3 monsters from it with different names. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon 1 non-Earth worm-type monster from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of True King Lithosagym the Disaster once per turn. So yeah, as you can see right there, very good card. Not only would you be able to, first off, let's say you had this card and 2 Baby Cerasauruses in your hand, you pop, not only would you get 2 dinosaurs from your deck, presumably an Oviraptor, maybe another Baby Ceratosaurus or something like that. Not only would you be able to do that, but you would also get to look at your opponent's extra deck, banish 3 cards with different names, and then go full combo, and then end on the board of True King of all Calamities, and just rub the salt into the wound at that point. So yeah, it's a very good card. It's pretty easy to see why True King Dinos were really good because of this card. But yeah, again, like I said earlier, this was the main 3 of you would play in the deck. Caused the deck to pretty much be a solid tier 2 deck right behind Zodiac and True Draco at that time frame. Now when Worlds did happen, pretty much True Draco and Zoo were kind of crippled. So True King Dinos with the Yang Zane engine was able to win Worlds that year, and in pretty I guess decisive fashion. I wouldn't say they had they had no challenges, but it was a mirror match in the final. So you could make the argument that it was kind of pretty easy in a way. But other than that, though, after that time frame, True King Dinos still were a really good deck. It still won regionals after their Worlds win, and then did pretty well at YCSs as well. But in September of 2017, True King Lithosagym finally met his end, and was banned on that list, alongside with Miscellaneous being limited. Now, the reason why it was banned, I'm pretty sure, not only because it won Worlds, but also because it caused an FTK with Grand Soil, and pretty much kind of just had its right on the wall on that point of being banned right after that. So, and yet 2 years later, it's still on the ban list. In that time frame, Miscellaneous has come back to 3, thankfully, and True King Dinos has actually been a pretty solid deck. It's still topping regionals and doing fairly well at YCSs from time to time, so not like a world beater kind of a deck, but kind of a deck that's, serviceable and able to maybe get your invite from time to time. And also in that time frame, we've gotten cards like Nibiru, that helped combat these combo decks like True King Dinos and other ones as well. And also Dark Ruler No More to help, again, battle the combo decks. So with that being said, and the fact that, well, Nibiru exists and Dark Ruler More exists, and the landscape in itself right now, would True King Lithosagym be able to come back into the TCG and be unbanned? And most likely would only come back to 1, at least I would feel. I would say no. And I have a couple reasons why I would say True King Lithosagym should not come back. First one being, I feel it's too degenerate of a card to even be considered coming back. Now, I know there are degenerate cards all over the game, regardless, but I don't think a card that says, look at your opponent's extra deck, banish up to 3 cards with different names, would be okay to be in the game right now. Because, one, that cost is piss easy. You, like, it literally is. Like, all you need is a earth monster and another, like, just 2 earth monsters. And most of the time, you have ways of doing that in True King Dinos, because let's, like, Fossil Dig, search baby, and if I open another baby, oh, okay, just pop them both, special this, look at your extra deck, banish 3, oh, and I get, 2 specials from deck as well. It just feels like a really easy effect to pull off, and just the ramifications, like, it causes, like, after it resolves, it causes, like, very degenerate boards, and just makes it, not fun. Like, I don't feel like you would want, let's say you're an Orcus player, and you're going second, Lithosagym resolves, looks at your extra deck, okay, I'll take your Mermaid, I'll take your Boral Sword, and I'll also, if you're only playing 1 Dingirsu, okay, I'll take that too, and banish him. Now, I know in Orcus you can recycle the Dingirsu with 1, but I don't feel like you want to be put in that position right out of the gate, and everything like that. So, and also against Sky Striker, okay, I'll just banish your Kagari, I'll banish your Suzuku and Hayate, and everything like that. Now, I know you run multiples of Suzuku and Hayate, but Kagari is the main one here that, that would hurt the most. And against Thunder Dragons, I guess it would hurt, but I don't really see it hurting in Thunder Dragons because you have Thunder Dragon Fusion to help, recycle that. And you are multiples of the fusions anyway, so it doesn't really hurt. So, with that being said, I don't feel like it would be okay for it to be in the game just for that sole reason, because it would just cause degeneracy, and just people would, I don't think it would be like having their one of extra deck monsters to be banished and everything. Now, also there is the argument of, oh, we have Nibiru. We have Nibiru in the format, and we have Dark Ruler. That'll like check it naturally. Well, I don't feel like that's like a good way of thinking either, because just because we have outs of certain cards does not mean we should bring back them off the ban list. For example, just because we have Ash Blossom does not mean we bring back Level Chain. Just because we have like Ash Blossom does not mean we bring back like other really good monsters that are on the ban list that special summon from deck. Like, oh, let's bring back Summon Sources. We have Ash still. No, no, we don't do that. So just because we have Nibiru and Dark Ruler no more does not give justification to bring back True King Lithosagym off the ban list, at least in my opinion. Now, even if it did come back to 1 and Nibiru does check it, I guess we'll never know unless it actually happens. So, but in my opinion, I don't feel like Nibiru and Dark Ruler more is a justified reason to bring back a card as oppressive as Lithosagym, at least in my opinion. And I know also Artifact Lancet also stops it as well, because you could drop it, so you save your banished monsters, but again, like I said, just because we have outs to a card does not mean we bring it back. And I guess the last reason why is because True King Dino is doing fine without it. Like, seriously, like, you'd be giving a tier 2 deck a very powerful card and then make it probably tier 1. I could see if they did make Lithosagym put like back to 1, True King Dinos in itself would just be a tier 1 deck, because not only would you have a 1-card Ib in Overraptor, now you got a 1-card Ib and a extra deck killer and a Lithosagym as well. So you'd make True King Dinos from a sparsely regional topping deck into probably a YCS topping deck, and probably maybe like a tier 1 contender as well. So not really comfortable in giving True King Dinos that power again. Not that I hate the deck, I love True King Dinos, it's a really cool deck. I just don't feel like it would be wise to give this deck, it's one of its best toys again. It's kind of the same thing with True Draco. I don't think you ever want to be comfortable with like, oh, let's give True Draco a Masterpiece again, because we have outs to it. No, that would make True Draco probably tier 1 again. So yeah, just because True King Dinos are also doing well is another reason why Lithosagym should not come back. But yeah, in conclusion, I don't feel like he's a healthy card to be back in the game. He causes FTKs. I know Grand Soil has been eroded, but I feel like he could start another FTK if he did come back. And also, True King Lithosagym is doing fine without him. And honestly, just because we have Nibiru and Dark Ruler no more doesn't mean we should, you know, bring him back just because, hey, we have outs to it. That's just my opinion. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. What do you guys think of Lithosagym? Do you guys feel like I'm full of it and he should be coming back regardless? He should come back to 1. Like, do you think Nibiru and Dark Ruler no more could, and Artifact Lancia, like, be big enough outs to him to warrant him coming back to 1 as an experiment? Or do you feel like, like how I do, that he should be, you know, still in the ban list and stay banned for a long time still? So, other than that though, hope you guys all enjoyed this discussion. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. I should see you guys in this video. Have a nice day.